Hi students, welcome to our second topic, Introduction to Current Development in Communication. This is the second number video of this topic. In previous video, we learned about memory and types of memory. Dear student, we are learning information about primary memory. In previous video, we also discussed about what is mean primary memory and first RAM. We also know RAM is also called volatile memory. Okay, now we continue our this point. We know this memory is called volatile memory because means when when our computer system is off, then all information and data are written in this RAM are erased, so it's called a volatile memory. Okay, now next, this type of memory consists of a circuit board containing several integrated circuit chip in a row. This board or card called a memory bank or RAM bank connected directly to the computer's motherboard. They student, this RAM consists a circuit, that is chips, in a row, that is row means in line. This board or card called memory bank means this row or this board called a memory bank. RAM bank connect directly to the computer motherboard means a computer motherboard is a very important part of computer. This motherboard is the main part, so RAM, this our RAM is connected, that is attached to the motherboard. You can replace the card with one having a higher memory capacity, means this RAM we can replace with the higher capacity, means higher memory capacity card we can replace. Each memory chip on a memory bank has million of location, means in memory bank there are million of location, means address, called memory cell. This location is called a memory cell, organized in a row and column. These cells are organized in a row and column. Each memory location is identified by its row and column number, which form its address. So, to address a cell, we must specify its row and column number. Means these all information are stored in a cell, that is mean one address, means cell means row, the combination of row and column. Okay, means they can store the data in a specific one location. We also keep our file one location to find out easily, same as the computer memory or RAM, they can store the data one location because they can find easily. Then next part, that is the two types of memory, that is RAM, SRAM and DRAM. Just one in short, we get information about SRAM and DRAM. SRAM for a static memory, that is a static random access memory, and D for dynamic random access memory. Okay, first SRAM, here two columns, they are mean different. What is main difference between S and DRAM? First, store data till the power is supplied. In SRAM, the data they can be stored until power supply. In DRAM, data they can store only for few milliseconds even when power is supplied. Means in few millisecond they can store the data when power is supplied. Then second number, use an array of 6 transistors for each memory cell, means they can use a 6 transistor for each memory cell. Cell means the combination of row and column. In DRAM, use a single transistor and capacitor for each memory cell. In DRAM, use a single transistor and capacitor for each memory cell. And then third number, does not refresh the memory cell, means in RAM does not refresh the memory cell. DRAM need to refresh the memory cell after each reading of a capacitor. In DRAM need to refresh to read each reading of a capacitor. Then next, in SRAM, data access faster, data in DRAM data access is lower. SRAM consume more power, means it require more power to process. DRAM consume less power. Then next, in SRAM, low density or less memory per chip. In the high density or more memory per chip. Last, cost per bit is high, means this SRAM is very high of cost. DRAM cost per bit is very low, means it is very available in the market. These are the two types of RAM, SRAM and DRAM. This RAM used by a specific work. Okay, you can read these points in your book, page number 16. Okay, this is the short but sweet concept of this RAM. Then next, read only memory. ROM means read only memory. This type of memory is another type of memory. It means primary memory. This memory is look like this type of memory. This is the ROM, read only memory. We can learn about this. This is a type of memory that is IC, that is integrated circuit, that retain its program or data even when it is not electricity powered. That is, it is a non-volatile or long-term memory. Means RAM is called volatile memory, but ROM, that is a read-only memory, means it is called non-volatile. Why non-volatile? Because when you are working on computer, it retain data or program even when it is not electricity. Means in off situation they can store the data in a computer memory, that is a primary memory. So it's called a non-volatile memory or long-term memory, but not permanent memory. Okay, every computer has ROM on its motherboard, known as BIOS chip. Okay, its whole critical bootstrapping program that are essential to bring the computer to a state of readiness after is power on. Okay, means when your automatically computer is off, they can store the data. Okay, but after start the computer, they can give the boost, means they can show as it is. Okay, these are the ROM, means read only memory. Based on you understand RAM and ROM, these are the two primary memory of computer system. Okay, these are the second video. We stop here. In next video we learn about secondary memory. Okay, thank you.